Hey, good morning. How y'all doing? It is Well Red Beard. It's a damn fine day to talk about some books, and we are here for Beard Book Talk, episode 15. And I got a good one for you today. But this is basically where I show you what I read, what I got, what I'm going to read, and I got a lot of stuff. I went to Half Price Books and actually splurged a bit. Got like, I mean, I don't know how much I spent, but like $40 maybe. Not a lot, but got some stuff. They were absolutely loaded with vintage horror paperbacks. And my half price books has never been that way. I don't know if they've just been keeping the good stuff in the back for the Christmas season or if someone dumped a collection, but it was they were loaded down. And so I'll show you what I got. I didn't go crazy. I mean, cuz some of them were marked up, some of them were $20, some were $50. I kept it very low as far as the amount of money that I was willing to part ways with that day. But I also bought a very nice lot of Stephen King on eBay, and it's 10 books, and I paid $250 for it, which again is way more than I normally spend on books. But there was one reason that I went. I mean, I actually would have I bid more than that. I actually got it for what I consider to be a deal. But I'm going to show you the 10 books that came in that $250 lot, and you give me your opinion if you think I got a deal or not. So, the only thing I finished last week was The Dark Tower by Stephen King. Finally got through to the end of it. I mean, I enjoyed the ride. I already have a review for this up, so if you want to know what I think about this book and The Dark Tower in general, go check that out. I think I put it out just last week, so it should be fairly recent in the chronological list of videos or whatever. But that is the only thing that I finished. I am getting close to, I guess, fairly close. I'm like 400 pages into Our Share of Nights by Mariana Enriquez. I'm not loving it. I'll be honest with you. I mean, one, it's almost 600 pages. It's a dense. It's not an easy read, not for me. So I mean, it's not a hard read, but I'm just not like I'm liking it enough not to put it down. But yeah, I'm kind of ready to finish this and move on to something else. But this is Our Share of Night by Mariana Enriquez. So the minute I finished The Dark Tower, I went back and I started Insomnia, and I am doing this one in audio, and I'm somewhere around, I'm getting close to 300 pages into Insomnia by Stephen King. And I'm still working on shorts, slowly but surely, but still in the S.H. Cooper book, The Corpse Garden, and still in The Beast You Are by Paul Tremblay. I would like to wrap up The Corpse Garden here in the near future, like this week. So after Insomnia, I don't know. I think The Dead Zone, after Mariana Enriquez, I want to probably do like a little palate cleanser, read something that I hope is easy and fun. Sweet Story by Carlton Mellick, but also I'm going to be getting into Lowlands by Adam Costco. This book was sent to me for review. I don't think it comes out until 2025, but I'm going to get this read and get my review up for this one. So those are the two like paper books that I'll probably be getting into next. So here's the fun part. I'm gonna make you wait for the Stephen King lot to the very end. So if that's all you're here for, you can click ahead if you want. But I got a couple other books in the mail. Real quick, I got Happy Bunny and Other Mischiefs by Rebecca Gransden. Um, I agreed to review this one. It's got an email, agreed to review it at Short Stories. So this and the Costco are really the only books that I've accepted for review here in the recent past. So yeah. So I don't know how I feel about that. Like I don't know if I want to like keep doing review books or if I want to just keep on the path that I'm on with the kind of the stuff I'm picking. But yeah, I'm looking forward to checking this out and do some shorts on it, throw a review up. I got Little Eve. Just bought this on eBay. I bought a copy of it probably like a month ago, and it never showed up. Got refunded for it, and I got another copy of it. This is the only Catrion Award book that I have not read yet, having done Needless Street, Sundial, and Looking Glass Sound. So I'm excited about getting into this because so far I've really, really liked Catriona Ward's work. So this one will be coming probably in January. I don't know, sometime. And I bought a book at Five Below. I've never even, I don't, I mean, I've been in Five Below, but I don't know that I've ever bought anything at Five Below. But they had some books there, and I bought a kind of a cute little copy of A Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens. Got some gold leaf on it, and looks like it's in a pretty like readable. If you can see that, I'm getting a glare, but pretty readable format there. I will attempt to read A Christmas Carol this month probably, but we'll see. So yeah, and that's really like all the separate stuff that I bought. I got um I'm in for my half price books haul now. So I got a bunch of books from half price books, and let's see what we got. Some of them were, like I said, vintage paperbacks. Some of them were um, off the discount shelf in the back. So the only book that I bought and paid like, well, I bought a book for $10.99. I bought a first edition of Robert McCammon's Boy's Life, $10.99. Got some stickers on there that I need to remove, but I had this before, but again, if you're new to my channel, I go through phases where I buy a bunch of books. I go through phases where I dump a bunch of books and kind of clear off the shelves and whatnot. So I didn't have a copy of this. I've been thinking a lot about doing like my top horror books and whatnot, and in order to do that, I needed a nice copy of Boy's Life. So I picked that up. Sorry. All right, so let's go to the discount shelf in the back of the store. $3 books. I think I only bought 4 books off of that. I got the God of Small Things. Now I've got this aspiration to read Pulitzer. I always say Pulitzer. My wife tells me it's Pulitzer, but the Pulitzer Prize winning book and like start in 2023, which was Demon Copperhead by Barbara Kingsolver, and kind of work my way back slowly. I mean, not like in a hurry, but to have been able to say that, hey, I've read the Pulitzer winning books for all these anyway. Yeah, aspirations. But I got the God of Small Things by Arundhati Roy, and I got that because I thought I had remembered seeing that it had won a Pulitzer. It has not, but it won the Booker Prize for whatever year this came out. So it was a hardcover copy, nice, and so I picked that up for $3. I got a Cormac McCarthy that I did not have, The Crossing. So, I mean, pretty much perfect condition. But yeah, $3 in the back of the store. And then I got this nice, like, special edition of This Is How You Lose Her by Junot Diaz, which, if I am correct, I believe this did win a Pulitzer. This Is How You Lose Her is Pulitzer Prize winner. Yeah. Oh, no. He won a Pulitzer. This did not, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, but it's like shrink wrapped and it's like in a slipcase and the dog's barking, but this was $3, and so I picked that up. And then I got a hardcover copy of Where They Wait by Scott Carson. I read this. I think I had like an arc of it at one point, but I picked up a copy of Where They Wait by Scott Carson for $3. All right, now we are into the paperback. So I kind of set like rules for myself on this because, like I said, some of them were 20, some of them were 50, and I wasn't gonna buy any of those. But I did start. A lot of them were like $3.99, which is, I guess, the half price, and then some of them because they were older and I guess not nice enough or sought after enough to price up to like 20 or whatever, they were lower than that. So my rule was I focused in on Jack Ketchum because I've read a lot of Jack Ketchum, but I don't have a lot of Jack Ketchum, and I don't believe that other than one of these, I don't believe I've read these Jack Ketchum. So I got like 4 Jack Ketchum books, and they were $3.99, and then I picked up other attractive vintage horror covers that were less than $3.99. So I ended up getting 8. I mean, somewhat vintage paperbacks. I guess the Ketchums aren't super vintage, but yeah. So I'm just going to show you those. So I got Cover by Jack Ketchum for $3.99. And I hope that dog's not ruining this video, but we are the robotic vacuum Asimov, as I like to call it, is out there running, and so um, she's going crazy. But anyway, cover by Jack Ketchum, Peaceable Kingdom by Jack Ketchum, Red by Jack Ketchum. I know I've read, um, but yeah, Red by Jack Ketchum, and Old Flames by Jack Ketchum. Those are the four Ketchums I got. Again, $3.99 a piece on those, and then everything else I got was less than that. So I got The Axeman Cometh by John Ferris for $2.49. I got The Night Touch by Stephen Gresham for $1.99. I got The Longest Night by J.N. Williamson, and this one was $3.49. But that is a cool cover, probably the coolest cover that I had gotten. And then I got Horror Mansion by J.N. Williamson for $1.99. So those are the vintage paperbacks. But the half price books on the Man of War section of, not Man of War, what's it called? Anyway, Man of War section of Lexington is it's called, what's it called? Hamburg Pavilion. That's what I was looking for. Is loaded down with vintage horror, if that is your thing, and if you are in that area. So here we go. This is the Stephen King lot that I spent. I hope my wife's not watching this one. No, I'm kidding. I spent $250 on this lot. Now, I did that because I know, I mean, if push comes to shove, I can turn this around. I believe I can turn this lot around for $500. I believe one book in here is worth 150 or so, probably more. But anyway, so let's show you what I got real quick. I got a book club edition of The Stand. I got a book club edition of Christine. And these are all fairly nice, but the one that I really, really liked, you'll see when we get there. But yeah, book club edition of Christine. I got a book club edition of Firestarter. I got a book club edition of Night Shift. All right, so, and I'm not really good at being able to tell you, I'm not going to tell you if these are first editions or not, because I'll be honest with you, I don't really know how to tell 100% unless it just tells you. But I've never also really cared about that. Like, for me, a full size hardcover of like a popular King title is fine. I mean, I don't know if it's first or not. But anyway, so I got a full size hardcover of Pet Cemetery. I got a full size hardcover of Salem's Lot. Now this one, I've I've probably sold 20 copies of this, and I mean I sell some books on Pango, and I know that I know that I could sell this for $50. So I mean it was definitely one of the ones that got me to pick up the lot. But I'm trying to see if this, and I believe it's first edition, but I don't know how in the world you actually tell. So I've kind of looked into that at some point, and kind of learned a little bit here and there, and then kind of forgotten it and whatnot. So, got a hardcover of Different Seasons. I got a hardcover, full size hardcover edition of The Dead Zone, which I needed this because I think I've got a book club edition of it right now. But I mean, again, if I'm going to read something and talk about it here, I have to have something to wave around. I could have done that with the book club, but I'm glad that I've got the full size hardcover edition of The Dead Zone now. I got a hardcover edition of It, which is another one of the ones that I know holds a particular value, and so I was glad to be able to pick that up. And this is the one. This is the book that I bought the entire lot for, and I've never seen. I mean, I've owned multiple copies of this, paperback copies, smaller hardcovers, different versions of the hardcover. I've never, I've only owned this particular cover style in the paperback version, like in the larger, like what do you call that? Not mass market, but trade paperback version. Let's just show you. So I got the Bachman books, hardcover, full size hardcover, and it is the. I don't know that I've ever seen one of these personally in this nice a condition. It was clearly the nicest conditioned book in the entire lot. And let's see what it says here. Let's see if it gives us any clue to edition. Um, it does not. I don't know. I don't know if it's a first edition or what, but again, it is the full size hardcover black cover version of the Bachman books, and it was very nice condition. I mean, compared to ones I've seen, I haven't had one that's this nice. So, in the last couple years, I redid. I mean, I've read all these. I've read all the books that I showed you there, but I'm in the process of going through all of King again. Last year, I did Road Work and The Running Man again. Um, and I'm going to do the Long Walk and Rage within the next 6 months. So very very happy to have this. But yeah, so you tell me what you think about that lot. I got the again the Botman books, It, Dead Zone, Different Seasons, Salem's Lot, Pet Cemetery, and then book clubs of Night Shift, Firestarter, Christine, and The Stand. I was pretty happy with it. I actually bid higher than what I ended up winning it for. So yeah, that's it. This has been Beard Book Talk. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you're enjoying all your books, all of them, as much as about dropping. Got to move as much as I am. If not, you are reading the wrong damn books.